So that'll be number one, that'll be number two. The idea is you just note one thing a day. It is such an awesome little thing to do. I can't recommend it enough if you don't already do it. Hi guys, it's Jamie here, and I'm back with another idea of what you can journal about in 2022. Doing it on a different journal that I have today, which is actually the Happy Planner Notes book, which is basically big pages, lots of blanks. You can take them out, you can add to them. The reason being, this is something that I do on a regular, on a daily, whereas a lot of the ideas I'm giving you are monthly or weekly ideas, because I realise not everyone journals daily. This one I highly recommend. It makes a massive difference to your perspective. I'll explain why in a minute, but let's go through some of the things I've got here for the first month of it. I'm going to do it so that I go back and fill it in. So it'll be a whole page of the same thing. You could put this as one of the things on a daily page, entirely up to you. Here I've got some papers from the Eclectic Papercraft Art Company. I will link their details below, which are winter themed. Now I have printed them up on normal copy paper because I'm going to be using them in other projects. I've also printed them up on sticker paper, and as you can see, started to cut things out and things down with the sticker paper ones. There's also somewhere some tags that come with it and some pockets. I haven't printed up the pockets yet. I've also got some washi tape, old stickers, which are from an Etsy shop whose name I can't remember because I got them ages ago. Got my corner rounder, and I have my Distress Oxide Victorian Velvet. All we're going to do is create a quick spread initially and then go through what we're going to write about and why. I think what I'm going to do is cover the whole page, and then I might even fussy cut round this for a bottom part of the page, or I could fussy cut round that for the bottom part of the page and leave some white. I'm going to do that. Okay, I've cut this out so that it is just the tree in the end, and cut back these holes. What we're looking for is enough space to write 31 things. With these cut-offs and stickers and bits and pieces, I want to just make a design that you can write on. A bit of cutting and layering. I tend to work in a rule of thirds. We even have these little cards that you can use that I think are journaling cards normally, but obviously in this type of thing you can give them an alternative use. I think that's why I like kits, because you can use them over and over again in different ways. I also have some little embellishments here. Let's have some background pieces in this, because this is beautiful. So we'll do some standard matting and layering. As I said, I tend to work in threes, but I do want to be able to write on this and you can still see it. I don't need to write much, so I can still give a bit over to prettiness. Can back it right up over this. If she fits, that would be a starting point. I would really want is that a little smaller. Just seeing what else I have here that might work. That seems to me to work. I want to corner things just to be a bit different, and I want to Distress Oxide the edges to bring the pink of the people into the sticker papers. Takes up a little bit less space. Ball of wool. Yeah, I might go with a cup. I could use that like a bit of washi. Then her. I wanted some kind of box so that I can write. Could always go with a sparkly one. Many things at the edge. I might possibly. Maybe I need in this particular instance to come downwards. Yeah, because otherwise she's equal with that. Little chum there. I wonder if a circle punch we have this, and then we've got that. But then how does that fit with? Not overly keen. That's okay, but we will need to write a few things. That looks alright. Can go there. Yeah. Okay. Got a little winters here. Okay, and then we need more boxes to write on. I've got lots of green here and not much here. Fills that in nicely. I do want to have enough writing space, partly because I've got pink there, pink there. Yeah, I think I'm going to put one along there. I think I prefer it with, we have little bows. Okay, pop that one into that and then have a box somewhere over that one. Little bow on that corner. Do with bringing some of the pink over here by putting that pink bow in there. I don't know if I should do a little page flag that comes down over that bit and it brings some of the pink over to this side. Right, that'll do. Another blue box. That's the only thing I'm tempted to do is do a blue box that way, going onto her coat. I'm going to stick her on the corner there. Can't see another sticker makes much difference one way or the other. Lots of bows, lots of bits. You could probably get that one there. And there's another one. How many blue boxes have I got? Mind you, I don't object because I think they finish it off. I'm definitely going to call that a day. I mean, I've put so much onto that page. What you call the page is up to you. I'm going to call it, and my handwriting is terrible, but I'm going to do it anyway, because this has cozy vibes. I'm going to call this happy vibes. What it is every day something positive does actually happen in your life, but our minds naturally focus on the negative. So you get cut up in traffic, you focus on that. I had some teenagers, several of them, just cycle straight in front of me the other day in a big group. You remember that. You tend to remember day-to-day little negatives, which obviously by the end of the year, even though you'll have forgotten some of them, has given the year a more negative vibe than positive one. The point of this page is that you write down one little thing that happened that day that shows the kindness of strangers, or is made you smile, or something that's more positive. Now, this is not to create toxic positivity. It's to bring a balance back from our minds naturally gravitate to the more anxious, fear-filled, worry thoughts. This is just to give us a balance of the good stuff. It doesn't have to be a meal out or flowers. It can be someone held a door open for you. It could be you were in your local shop, you only had one thing, the person in front of you had a big basket full, they let you go first. It doesn't have to be big things, it's one little thing a day to note. And do it for a month, and then do it for another month. By the end of the year, you will have 365 positive little things that happen to you. The knock-on effect is that you do positive things for other people because you start to read all this positivity, and it's not gratitude. I struggle with the word gratitude. But because you read all this little positivities, you start to behave in a way that's more positive to other people. So, for example, one nice thing that's happened, I won't write the number one, I will probably use my number from the number strips, is that Paulette in TLC group, and I'm in her monthly club, but she also does a lot of freebies in her Facebook group as well, has given me some free extras as a sign of her appreciation for me. Well, that made me feel really good. Eclectic Papercraft Arts the other day contacted me because they'd watched one of my videos and said, would you like some of our papers and see what you can create with our papers? And here you've got an example of me using some of their papers. That made me feel good. They'd watched one of my videos and thought what I was doing was good enough, interesting enough, pretty enough, whatever, to want me to use their papers. That makes you feel good. You then tend to pass that on, you know, random act of kindness, you pass it on. An act of kindness doesn't have to be buy a coffee for a stranger, you know, pay a toll fee forward. It doesn't have to involve money. It can be complimenting someone. It can be showing concern for someone. It can be letting them cut in front of you in the shopping line. It can be any number of things. So you can call it random acts of kindness, but this is more about the things that happen to you, not what you do for others. So that would be number one, that would be number two. The idea is you just note one thing a day. If more than one thing happens on a day, well, you may not fit it on your page, but you could write more. It is such an awesome little thing to do. I can't recommend it enough if you don't already do it. If you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. That really helps YouTube push it out to new people, which helps and supports me for free. Another way you can support me for free is to subscribe to the channel. YouTube loves a new subscriber, and again, it helps me get pushed out to more and more people. And let me know what you think of the idea or the design or both in the comments below. And I will see you next time.